Sunday was one day where I believe the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda got it terribly wrong. And I think it's very sad that the Prime Minister here sought to double down.
This is Antigua breaking news.
Distinguished Commissioner Rodney, in my view, he got it wrong. Those who serve under him, they got it wrong. And they have done very significant damage to the relationship that must exist between the community and the police. And it is frightening in a sense because the relationship between the community and the police is essential for fighting crime. And the police will always need the community to be able to tell them where did the thief run, where did the robber hide, where is the rapist, and where is he where is he stalking, or whatever information you need. That has to come from the community. But having discharged tear gas and rubber bullets indiscriminately in the communities around cities, rural south and rural west, in those constituencies, that cannot serve to foster and strengthen good community relations. That will cause community relations to deteriorate. And what we need to do is to build strong relations between the police and the community. And so I say that the Prime Minister, I believe, is the ultimate culprit. I believe, and this is my opinion, based on all the facts and circumstances as they have unfolded, it is my belief that he, having already stated that no permission would be granted, that he would have used his influence to say to the commissioner, do not grant permission. I believe so. That's my opinion. And it would appear to me that the commissioner obliged, because this is not the Commissioner Rodney that I know. This is not the Commissioner Rodney that I have watched progress and distinguish himself as a police officer from the days when he was a corporal to sergeant, coming right up as an inspector. Mm-hmm. This is a man for whom I've always had great respect. And this is not the Commissioner Rodney that I know. And so I believe that he was subjected to undue influence. And that is why, in my opinion, it is the Prime Minister who is the ultimate culprit and the cause of what happened on Sunday. And that I would only say to Commissioner Rodney and all those who serve at that high level with him, exercise your judgment as you know how to do it. Use common sense. Refer to Policing 101. Avoid a breach of the peace. Do not do anything which will cause a breach of the peace. And what happened on Sunday is a sad day in the annals of the history of Antigua and Barbuda, where we saw mayhem and a brutal and barbaric attack on innocent, peaceful picketers in Antigua and Barbuda. The last time I remember something like this happening on this scale was somewhere around 1968. And I dare say, I hope in my lifetime, I never see something like this happen again. Let common sense prevail and let people exercise their rights and do not try to use this heavy hammer. Whether you agree with what they're picketing about or not, that is irrelevant. When you live in a democratic society, you don't have to agree with people who protest. Any society where you have to agree with the protest in order to get permission, that's not a society that we want to cultivate here in Antigua and Barbuda. People must be free to have their disagreement, and provided they stay within the four corners of the law, leave them alone. And I can say, as political leader of the United Progressive Party, under a UPP administration, that would never happen. And I can say that and I can repeat it. That would never happen, because our whole approach would have been different. and it would have been that, look, we may not agree with everything that you're saying, but we would accept and protect your right to say it. And we will engage you in discussion and debate and let ideas contend. The fact that people are not comfortable, the fact that people are not satisfied with some aspects of the vaccine program, that is a legitimate right that people have to be uncomfortable. If somebody is not comfortable, you cannot force a person to be comfortable. You can engage them, speak to them, address their concerns, and see how you can bring them within a comfort level. This is how a democracy is supposed to work.